Saucony just knocked it out of the park once again. Let's talk about the Endorphin Speed. Welcome back to another video, everybody. My name is Brendan, and if this is your first time on the channel, we talk all things running shoes, running, maffetone training, all that good stuff. So if that's something you're into, you love running, I know you do, you clicked on this video because you want to hear about these awesome shoes, consider hitting that subscribe button right down there. I'd love to have you join the community so we can all become better runners together, because right now I'm a non-elite jogger, but each and every day we are getting better, and hopefully these shoes are going to help us along the way. All right, let's talk about the Endorphin Speeds. The specs. So for my size 10.5 men's, you're looking at 238 grams or 8.4 ounces, something like that. And you know what? That's quite a bit lighter than I was expecting. I thought it was meant to be quite a bit heavier than the Endorphin Pro, but you know what, guys? That just wasn't the case. My Endorphin Pro weighs in at 232 grams, so 6 grams in the difference, quite insane. The stack height in this guy is 35.5 millimeters in this heel and 27.5 millimeters in the forefoot for that beautiful 8 millimeter drop. We're gonna do a full video comparing the Endorphin Pro to the Endorphin Speed in the near future here, so I'm not gonna draw too many comparisons to the two, but it's almost impossible to talk about this beauty right here without at least drawing in some comparisons, but we're gonna do a deeper dive in the near future. Moving on to the upper. Moving on to the heel cup here, you can see that it has this like Klingon forehead looking thing. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw it anyway. And what it does is contributes to that extra little bit of structure through the heel cup. I really appreciate this little bit of extra structure because I feel that it contributes to a better lockdown for me personally. But if you're someone that doesn't like any structure through your faster day shoes, maybe this isn't the right one for you, but it's definitely not insane. I would argue saying that it's the perfect amount of structure for a faster day shoe. Another thing that's perfect for me is the amount of padding through this ankle collar. I feel that it's the perfect amount, not too much where I'm sweating like in the Triumph 17 and Ride 13. You're not getting any memory foam, which is fantastic. Just enough padding to make it feel like a glove when you put your foot in. You're getting like massaged around your ankles. Your Achilles feeling nice because it's not rubbing on here. I love the amount of padding through this collar here. Moving on to the tongue, you're getting a half gusseted tongue. And you all know I go bananas for a gusseted tongue. Yes, it is only half gusseted, but I think that is more than enough. And also, this tongue is like a quarter padded, I'd say. The first quarter of it is nice and like light padding, similar to what you're getting around the ankle collar. And then the other 3/4 of it, 3/4 of it is like the mesh-like material that you'll get on the upper. So the tongue is very, very nice. I feel that having that padding only on the upper quarter is fantastic. Saucony, you were just too smart for me. And the rest of the upper here, the toe box and the rest of the mesh here, it is an engineered mesh with like crystal 3D printed overlays, which adds to like, I'm gonna guess that what they wanna do here is add a little bit of extra durability compared to the Endorphin Pro, which has just like holes with no reinforcements. But you know what? The reinforcements do nothing to hinder the breathability of this. The breathability is so nice, and the 3D formfit technology they're using for the upper, or whatever it's called, is on point. I love this upper so much. It caresses you like a loving mother as you're running down the street, and it just makes me feel like home. I love this upper so much. I wish they could put it on all their shoes, but I understand they can't. Between the Klingon forehead structure in the heel, the nice ankle collar padding, the padding on the tongue and the half gusseted, and the beautiful engineered mesh with like a crystal overlay, I gotta give this upper a 3 out of 3. Absolutely my favorite upper I've ever had on my feet in the Endorphin Speed. You know what? I'm gonna say I like it even more than the Endorphin Pro. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, but we have that full comparison coming very soon. So moving on to the midsole here, and it is that same PWRRUNPB midsole foam that you're getting in the Endorphin Pro. The only difference is the nylon plate. And I must say, between the nylon plate and the carbon fiber plate, the difference is quite massive. In the Endorphin Pro with that carbon fiber plate, I feel like I'm really standing up on a platform. Where with the nylon plate, it doesn't feel half as high, honestly. I really feel that the nylon plate suits more runners. The Endorphin Pro with that carbon fiber plate will suit the more elite, well, pros of the group. But for us everyday runners, I really do feel that nylon plates are the way to go. With the nylon plate, I felt like I was working with it rather than the carbon fiber plate working against me, where my legs did feel much more beat up after a run in the Endorphin Pro compared to the Endorphin Speed. The nylon plate was propelling me forward and I was actually able to bend it. Like you can see here, you can bend the Endorphin Speed, where you can't bend the Endorphin Pro. So where my legs aren't as strong as those elites, like the Seth James Damore type runners, I really don't feel that I'm getting the full benefit of the carbon fiber plate because, well, quite honestly, I'm just not that strong yet. So the nylon plate definitely works better for me, an everyday runner, and I feel that that's going to be the case for most runners. This midsole with the nylon plate is absolutely fantastic. It was working with me. The speed roll technology was working with me. The foam is nice and cushy, but so responsive. My legs felt fresh almost after a run. I am loving this foam so far, and I think you will too. The nylon plate with the PWRRUNPB, baby girl, we gotta go 3 out of 3 one more time. This midsole is fantastic. Just like with the Endorphin Pro, you have that nice cush from the PWRRUNPB, but unlike the Endorphin Pro, it's much more cush because of that nylon plate working with me, and I'm actually able to bend it rather than having the carbon fiber plate stop me in my tracks. The Outsole. So this Outsole pattern is identical to the Endorphin Pro. The only difference is the color of the rubber, and you know what? I really enjoy the color scheme of this Endorphin Speed with that pink, I guess. Yeah, I'd call it like salmon pink, I guess. And the yellow here. I love the color of the Outsole. Now the Outsole is not very good on gravel, but that's okay. We can't expect it to be 100% perfect, but the grip on dry surfaces today on the road, fantastic. Definitely really nice. I like that grip, but I don't think that if you had a very rainy day, it would be fantastic. So you know what? I have to go with like 2.7 out of 3 for the Outsole because it's not gonna be great on rainy days, I don't think. The price. So for 200 Canadian dollars or 160 US dollars, you're getting so much shoe. From what I can tell, the biggest competitor would be the New Balance Fuelcell TC, and that's coming in at 260 Canadian dollars or 200 US dollars, something like that. And you know what? I just don't know how it's gonna compete with this shoe on the market. Coming in at almost $100 less almost after taxes, I can't see anyone wanting to pick that up if this is available. I'm gonna use this for any type of run really. I think I would even use it for like my slower runs, like 9-minute mile type deal. It felt great, felt fantastic actually. I would use it for faster days, track days, anything I would use this shoe for. I think it's very versatile. Now I wouldn't use it for like longer, easy runs. I'd pick up my Triumph 17 for that aspect, but you know what? For everything else, I think this shoe can do it, and I love this shoe so much. Should we go for dinner later? No. I'm not going out to dinner with you. So thank you guys so much for watching to the end of this video. What is your opinion? Have you picked up the Endorphin Speed yet? Or have you tried and unfortunately be met with that ugly sold out sign? I hope not. I hope you can get your hands on this because like I said, it's a heck of a shoe. I'll see you guys on the next video. Should be tomorrow, I think, something like that. All right, anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right down there if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one.